everybody, and welcome back once again to Let's Play Baldur's Gate 2, the Enhanced Edition. In the last session, we obtained Dead Baby Shroud. Yes, and we killed Kangax the Leash and Kangax the Demi-Leash too, and nabbed his rather handy ring. So, we start today's session in a slightly different place from where we left off last time. We left off last time in the Copper Coronet. We start today outside the Mithrest, here in Wildkeen's Promenade, and you may notice a slight change to the party. Jaheira has been given her marching orders. She is the voice of reason, and, well, Godan doesn't need a voice of reason hanging around like a bad smell, trying to keep him on the straight and narrow. So, she had to go to make room, of course, for Imowen, who has now returned to us. Her soul is restored. She's actually level 13, which isn't too bad. And yeah, Godan's little sister, given that she's also a ball spawn apparently. So she's back in the party, and she's been equipped with some of Jaheira's odds and ends, combined with a few other things. She's got the braces of Blinding Strike, which gives her improved haste once per day. She's taken Hexat's Cast Off Armour, the Knight's Gift, +5. Jaheira's Cloak of Reflection, which caused quite a scene when we were attacked by the Githyanki here in Athkatla. Genie Summoning Ring, Fire Control Ring, Kithix. She's nabbed the Gesson Bow from Hexat. We've also given her the +4 Cutthroat Short Sword, although we don't expect to be in close combat anytime soon. So yeah, there she is. She does have the ability to cast wizard spells, so although her armor class isn't marvelous, before any fight, if we have time to prepare, we can remove her cloak, cast her protection spells such as armor, mirror image and stone skin before the fight, equip this back on, and she'll have extra protections from her mage spells, so she should be okay. So she's in, because we cannot, of course. We cannot. Why is that down as 0d6 for the Gesson shortbow? Not a clue. Not a clue. I'll have to keep an eye on that. How much damage she does with it. But, yeah. She needs to see Irenicus fall for everything that he's done, so we wouldn't leave her out of that,
my task.
You know, miss out on that opportunity.
It shall be.
Other than that, we've just sold a few bits and bobs, taking our coffers once again to a respectable amount of 41,000. And we're now on our way to Elhan to hand in the Rin Lanthorn that we picked up after we, well, absolutely obliterated Bodhi and her cronies. So Elhan was somewhere in this locale, from what I can remember. Was he round about here? Indeed he was. Righty-ho, so our band of merry men and women return. Hexat the vampire, Laconia the drow. I'm sure Elhan is absolutely pleased to see us.
What is my task?
Well, he better buck up his attitude, because we bring glad tidings.
Yes, your return. All has been relatively quiet here. I believe the drow were mostly satisfied with the destruction of our temple. They have made no further serious advancement yet.
You have the Lanthorn. It is in the hands of the murderous vampire Bodhi no longer. I feel the tide of this crisis is certainly changing. Indeed it is. Go down catching on to a little point here. Yeah. Just how much did you know? You must have made mention of it. You obviously had some idea who it might have been. We questioned you for quite a while, you recall. No. I did not mention that at all. So spit it out. I want the truth. Perhaps not, but you did ask for holy water and steaks, yes. One needs only put two and two together to make the correct assumption. Yeah. We can continue with this dance for as long as you like. However, I am in possession of the lanthorn, and if you do not spit out what I wish to hear, then perhaps I should just swan off with it and leave you hanging. Look, anything said by her or the exile Irenicus must be treated as suspect. You would do well not to repeat their tales to those that do not need to know them. Well, fine. Looks like I've come all this way for nothing. I have no intentions of handing this lanthorn over to you until I know what's going on. And if you can't be open and honest with me, then, well, it's goodbye, isn't it? No! This is not for you to know. I can't tell you, Godan. It is not my place to do so. The exiles, this Irenicus and Bodhi, are criminals. Their crime was great, their punishment greater. Well, it looks like I am wasting my breath then, isn't it? Talking to you is completely an utter waste of time. You do not understand, and I am not prepared to make you. If you wish to know more, you'll have to talk to one of those involved. Demon the High Priestess, she will tell you. We will have to breach the city to find her. Fortunately, my sages have instructed me in the use of the lanthorn. We must go, but most of my elves must remain to hold the drow. We must not be struggling on two fronts when we face what is in the city. Follow, Godan. We must let the lanthorn lead us to Suldanesala. I can only hope that the exile will have left us a city to find. So despite our protestations, we are going.
I can feel it. The lanthorn is almost buzzing. There can be no mistake. Stand back, and I shall make the way clear.
But we will question somebody.
Sweet Suldanesala, I have been away too long. I must determine what Irenicus has done within the city.
Walk with reverence when you step. You are going where precious few outside of the elven community have seen. Oh. Okay. Couple of level ups here.
Be quick with it.
Handy. Okay, so Corgan becoming a level 18 Berserker. And another point in a weapon to go flail the ages. Now four proficiency points into that. So let's just take a look at this flail. Oh, that's a +3, isn't it? 1d6 +4 plus acid, cold and fire. Crushing damage, +3 to Thacker. 1d6 +3. And a chance of slowing the target for 20 seconds. I think we might just... Depends what we want him to do. So that could be his ranged weapon. That can be his... Yeah, so that can be his ranged weapon, and this can be his melee. I'll stick him on ranged for now, though, of course. And Hexat points into a variety of different things. I think Detect Illusion was the last one. Or was it Move Silently? I can't remember now. Oh well, tough titties. It is done.
Yes, consider it done.
Guided by the light of the red lanthorn, you pass effortlessly through what had seemed an impenetrable wall of trees. The city that greets you as you emerge is at once inspiring, but also profoundly troubling. For amidst the majestic architecture are dozens of bodies, elves that have fallen while defending their home. Soldan is in the grip of Irenicus and his minions, and it will not be relinquished without a fight.
Oh dear, it's not good.
It is as I feared. The madman Irenicus has unleashed his anger upon the city, and worse yet, I now recognize the magic he has employed. Corruption magics. Illusions from a race of spirits, the Rakshasa. Such creatures are very predatory. It would appear that there is no depth to which Irenicus will sink. Soldan is under siege. With this number of beasts under his command, Irenicus will be very hard to unseat.
Well, Godan is tantalizingly close to Irenicus. I think his blood is beginning to boil. Bodhi has fallen recently, and Godan is confident Irenicus will soon follow suit. Rakshasa, Drow, whatever other madness and manner of creature he has summoned to his aid, we have beaten them all on our travels here, and we will beat them again. Direct assault, I say! Let his lackeys come, and I shall take them down, one by one, until I get to the man himself. We must proceed with caution. Not everyone in this city can withstand an onslaught like this. Their safety must take priority. You must seek out Elisime. She will know what to do. She is a link to the divine, not unlike your own, though through a much more benevolent spirit. Failing that, find the High Priestess Demin. If anyone had warning of Irenicus and made preparations, it would be one of those two. Go, Godan. I will garrison this area with my elite war guards. We will shepherd people to safety as you secure the inner city. Move out, men! Watch for survivors and beware of magical illusions. For the Queen! Okay. Action stations. City is under siege by a multitude of creatures, Rakshasa included. Seek out Queen Elisime or the High Priestess Demon. Well, it all depends on who we stumble across first, to be honest with you. Let's have a look at the old map, shall we? There we go. Oh, it's quite a large area. So we're starting down here. We've got the House of the Horn. We have the Temple of Rillifane. Priest's House. House of the Talisman. House of the Moon. Demin's House. Okay. The Harpist's House, Forest Clearing Exit, and the Palace, which appears to have shut gates here. So what we'll do is we'll just kind of flip from place to place. So we'll House of the Horn, we'll go up that way, and then we'll come up to the temple here, we'll come back down through here, then go down to the House of the Talisman, perhaps go up and House of Moon, and, you know, just kind of bob around the city, see what's going down. Obviously we are hunting and scouring for clues of Irenicus. We'll beat back any manner of creature on the way. Should be fun. Right, House of the Horn, first port of call. Let's go.
What is my task? I await your word.
Okay, and straight away we are expecting trouble in and amongst the streets. Can we get inside here?
On my honor.
Where's the door icon?
It shall be.
Oh, stone golems, along with some elves.
Yes?
Well, Godan has golem crushing Crom Fair, which can kill clay and stone golems with a single blow. So asking his party
What do you want, groundling?
to stand back.
A solid hit. What is my task? A solid hit.
Look at that. There you go. Nice and simple.
This cannot be happening.
Oh.
It cannot.
Oh, thank you, my lord. Yes, thank you. We thought for sure those horrible creatures would kill us. They slaughtered all of the priestesses. Yes, yes. They came into the temple and killed them, all of Riliphane's children. Oh, but not Demin, the high priestess. She's still alive. I saw her earlier battling these creatures. You must save her. Yeah. Where is she? This Demin. I last saw her in the southwest of the city. Perhaps she has returned into one of the homes there. I do not know. Right, thank you. Well, go outside. Elhan is evacuating the city. Go there and you should be safe. Yes, of course, we will go there now. Okay. So her home is in the southwest, is it not? Anyway, in the meantime...
What do you have me if that is what you want?
We shall take their possessions, of course. They may help us in the upcoming battle, you know. It's for the good of the city, of course, you'll understand. Ooh, what's that? Stone horn. That could come in handy for something. We'll take that. Ooh, a cloak. And some more bits and some bobs. Right, okay, so arrows of ice, darts +1, darts of wounding, bolts of lightning. Give those to Viconia to look after. Not a problem. Godan can identify that. Can keep an eye on that. And Imoen is now our gem carrier. Right then. So what is this cloak? Elvenkind, plus 50% to hide in shadows. Only she can use it, and she needs that on at the minute. She doesn't need help with hiding in shadows, so we'll sell it if there's a trader here, which we're not quite so sure on. We'll keep that out for now, Stonehorn, just to
You're lucky I'm here.
make sure
Certainly.
we don't forget we've got it. Which reminds me, in the last session we were of course trying to get the dead baby shroud, and there was a bit of an issue with things happening, such as Hexat getting stuck on a trap, the spike trap on the floor, and I was kind of confused as to what was going on. Well, I did kind of surmise, correctly in fact, that it was something to do with the items that we had picked up. Didn't realise at the time, but watched a video back, and we got some scimitars +1. It was the scimitars +1 in our possession which activated the warriors. It was the lamp of oil that activated the mad ifrit thing that we killed. And this golden statue, if we take it to our backpack, it does weigh 1, but as soon as Hexat triggered the trap, it weighed 1,000. Look at that. Look at that. So obviously giving it to Hexat, it encumbered her. When I picked it up with Godan, it didn't encumber him because of his superhuman 25 strength. He can carry up to 1,600 pounds. That's why he wasn't encumbered by it, because he can carry a massive whopping amount. But this was the source of Hexat's problem. This suddenly became 1,000 pound lead weight. So that was what happened in the temple thing.
On my honor. Consider it done.
Okay,
Yes?
let's move on.
Best.
Iron Golem. Well, it doesn't say anything about killing Iron Golems outright, so we may need to do something with these. But I'm still got no concerns here. I'm sure Godan will be more than able to take down such foul creatures.
Yes.
Let it come and attack. Oh, look at that. 22 crushing damage. Easy as pie. Easy as you like. Look at that. Cromfair, strike thee down. Crumples in a heap. Of course, he has regeneration because of the Ring of Gat, so
On my honor.
we'll regenerate 3 hit points per second, which is very nice indeed.
Very well.
Fear not. That's right. I can do that.
Let's take a quick look around. Plenty of Rakshasa. Raja, Maharaja, Maharaja, Raja. Now these things can cause confusion from what I can remember. So what I propose to do, I think, do they cast magics and stuff, like magical defences? Possibly. Maharaja. Yeah.
I don't feel like I fit in with the people in the city anymore.
So how to take care of a load of Rakshasa then? We could just take Godan in and let him wreak havoc as he usually does with his weapons of mass destruction. Maybe take a brine potion to prevent confusion and stuff. Oh, he has the greenstone amulet which protects against that as well. Yeah, immunity to charm, confusion, fear, domination, detect alignment, hold stun psionics for 1 turn, which is 10 rounds, so that should be well enough to fight the Rakshasa. So we'll send him in. We'll send him in, single-handed, just to tank them to start with, and then these guys will kind of come up and help out. We're just getting a bit sliced up here. It's not quite so good. Let's help him out a bit. But as long as he's got them occupied.
Yes.
Bark your orders already.
Oops.
On my honor.
Blood of glory! Now you die!
A dangerous mistake.
Oh dear, this is quite dangerous.
Be quick with it.
Yes.
Bring him out temporarily. Out of the old... Bring him out of the cloud kill.
What is my task?
Get down!
Now you die!
On my honor.
Let's see what your guts been looking like.
Then it's 40!
Next swing.
Okay, there we go.
Yes. Consider it done.
We do have Zone of Sweet Air, but we'll save that for an emergency. There we go. This isn't quite an emergency. Right, so we are now at the Temple of Rilofane, where we were told that there's been several people killed, unfortunately. There's also an open temple. Is this an open door here, or is this
What is my task?
is it interactable? No. Right, so in the temple then,
On my honor.
see what's going on. Sonia, Glabrezu, Iron Golem, Rakshasa. Okay,
Yes. It
fine.
shall be. What is my task? Consider it done.
Just need to prepare, you know what I mean? We can't go in there unprepared for all this hullabaloo. So we're gonna get nearer. Ready here. At the very least, we'll cast a mirror image just in case things get a bit hairy.
Ready for anything.
And minute meteors, so to take care of the wizard.
That's the best you can manage.
Oops, I suppose we'll experiment with Immerwin to see if we can
Yep.
cast a stone skin and then put her armour back on. So she's got stone skin and she's got armour on, so that should help her out. We'll also... Ooh, should we go for a haste?
Yes.
I don't think we need a haste at the minute. Right,
What
okay.
is my task?
So, taking care of Sonia.
What do you want, groundling?
We'll have Corgan take care of the Rakshasa.
Oh, dear. Curse you.
What audacity, Godan! You continue to surprise me. But it ends here. Irenicus must not be disturbed during his ritual. As we lob fireballs at him. Yeah. We'll find out exactly what he's doing very shortly. We don't need to listen to this stupid thing's ramblings. Your master does not realise just who he meddles with. And you, slave, certainly will not be stopping me. His curse is lifted. You are nothing next to Irenicus. He need not even be bothered, for I shall kill you myself! Right, okay, so a breach might be in order, just to assist this little situation. We've only got one breach. How has that happened? That's not enough breaches, considering we're facing a mage very soon. We'll have to respec before we fight Irenicus. Casting breach.
A solid hit.
Yes, be pay, that be sounding right.
Right.
On my honor. Yes.
Right, Dwarven Defender stance is required. Sip on the potion as well.
Oh, for the love of crumb cake. That wasn't even close, was it?
What is my task?
Right, and attack. There we go. Nice work, Godan. Nice work. Oh, level up time.
I'm ready.
Snera, who gets a level 7 and 8 spell, which we'll have to memorise before we rest. Okay.
That's it?
On my very well.
Can't see this being trapped personally, but keep our fingers crossed, shall we? Nothing.
Yes. Done.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Okay. One of Irenicus' lackeys taken care of. Let us move on as we continue to remove the scourge from this city, piece by piece. Oh, wait a second.
What is my task?
Golems.
On my honor.
Guys.
Which helping? Yes. Consider it done.
Ooh. Elven warriors need help here.
What is my task?
Dwarven defender stance. Oh, this is an adamantite golem. Right, we may need to quaff an oil of speed here.
To battle and victory!
Cromfair also kills trolls outright, just in case you were wondering. Avast, you adamantite golem!
A dangerous...
Bark your own eyes. I'll do as you wish.
My blade cuts down south,
A
and it's
solid
faulty.
hit. On my honor.
There you go. A little help from your friends.
I await your word. Yes?
Okay, so what's this? This is nothing particular.
It shall be.
This is a house of talisman, and then the priest's house at the top. That's Demin's home.
What is my task?
Just take it piece by piece.
Consider it done. On my honor, I will do my best.
What is this?
As you wish.
Dead bodies here, that's not good. Right, well. Ooh, is that Meteor Swarm? I'll tell you that.
Yes, yes.
The odd distinctly elven container is locked. No amount of pressure will force it open. The lid holds 5 pressure plates, each adorned with symbols common to Suldanesselar. Rulifane, the Tree of Life, a rune of Suldanesselar, Corallan Larithian, and the elven symbol for water. Cryptic text below the runes make reference to a priest's stone in the room above. A clue to the puzzle, perhaps? Above the runes, the inscription reads, "The natural order shall prevail." Obviously, the runes on the box must be pressed in a certain order to access the contents. The edge... Why is that happening? Of the box seems corroded as if by acid. Which rune will you press? So you got the Rulifane, Tree of Life, Suldanesselar, Corallan Larithian, symbol for water. Leave the box for now. So we need to find a clue as to the order. The box makes reference to a priest's stone in the room above. The stone holds the key to this puzzle. So we need to find the stone in the room above to give us a clue as to the order to press
my task?
press the runes here.
Very well.
And hopefully we'll reveal some kind
On
of
my honor.
treasure.
Done.
It'll obviously be guarded by some manner of creature, but we'll survive, I'm sure. Oh, maybe not.
Yes, as you ask.
Maybe not. Time stop. And an elven priest stone. A ritual is on the back. From Corallan, all began. Rulifane grew. From the branches of Rulifane, the water flowed. So Corallan, Rulifane, water, Tree of Life, Suldanesselar. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Right. Sounds like a plan to me. Dee-dee-dee. Getting me near as me Immerwan's confused. Right, let's go downstairs then.
As might it shall be. Consider it done.
Take a look at this little ritual here, this little pressing of the runes.
On my honor.
Okay, so Corallan, Rulifane, water, Tree of Life. You press it and the box opens. You find the Talisman of Rilliphane. Ooh. Holy symbol of the elven god Rilliphane. It's just a quest item, doesn't confer anything magical. It's a little bit disappointing.
Yes, it shall be. What is my task?
But it will be required for something, I am sure,
On my honor.
as we progress onwards to Demin's house.
I will do my best.
Skeletal warriors.
Down to that.
Yes? What is my task?
Yes?
Just hang fire, my dear. Don't get ahead of yourself. I know you've killed Firecrag, but let's not get a bit hasty here.
Yes. I had to drop your item on the ground. Carry no more.
Okay, so we save those elves with our quick action, our quick thinking. Out nearer. Figure what they are. +1 swords, of course. Let's get them stashed into our little selling pouch.
Yes? Very well.
A Nabasu. Ooh. Could be a smidgen of an issue. Nothing major, I don't think, from memory. We are still hasted, so let's make use of our haste.
Let's see what your good's been looking at.
At last! Guard duty grows tedious. Let's get down to killing you! Oh, I suppose I should be official about this. You there! All citizens must stay indoors under threat of death. The High Priestess is being punished for her part in our master's curse. You shall be slain for even thinking to approach her house!
Here!
On my honor.
I shall not yield to you.
Right. Kinda need some, kinda need some... Uh-oh, this could be painful. Kinda need breach. Mutiny swarm, that's not good. Need to get out of here quickly. He's casting gate. Right, pull back. Cast protection from evil, which should protect us from the gate. So we should be protected from the gate too.
On my honor. Consider it done.
Okay. I don't know why on earth
What lid?
I have come here with 1 breach. Oh, I didn't... Level 5 spells I didn't... Oh, I've skipped level 5. I respect all of her spells, and it looks like I've bypassed level 5. For some reason. Because like Chaos is no use, not ornament to us at the minute. Low resistance is good. And then 3 breaches. Shoot. So you've got to be patient and wait for these to pass. Unless... I mean, it's not that urgent, but we do have a breach scroll, I believe. 3 of them, in fact. So, do you know what? Let's cast...
Ready for anything.
Cast it from our scroll. Breach.
Yes.
Attack. There we go. There's always a way, isn't there? There's always a way to deal with these things.
What is my task? On my honor.
Right, another clown bites the dust. So this is the temple entrance.
It shall be.
So, sounds to me as if she's inside here, the High Priestess. So we've got the House of the Moon left, and then the Harpist's house.
Yes?
Enter!
We're done.
Rakshasa, you say?
What is my task?
Kill!
Good time we
Well,
got
it's
the
faulty.
business.
If you are not servants of the exile, then aid me against these creatures, I beg of you.
Let's flapper your gums, love. I'm fighting, can't you see?
A solid hit. On
Before
my
she's even
honor.
finished her sentence, the first one's already fallen. The look of shock on her face as she sees how proficient we are.
Yes?
Be quick with it.
Then it's faulty. Yes, it is.
Zone of sweet air.
What is my task?
Right. Ooh, the hell is that? Stone Giant Strength, 20 Strength. Mr. Corgan, would you like that? Of course he would. And that's 19 Strength. Vaconia, would you like that? Of course you would. Anybody need a belt? There you go, Hexa. Now Corgan has 20 Strength. I kind of left Jahira with the armour that we crafted. I think it was the red scale armour. Should have perhaps given it to her. Didn't realise we were going to get a girdle that we could have given her higher strength, because now she can use better armour than this Ankeg plate, unfortunately. I don't believe we have anything better in here. We've sold it all. A plate of Balduran. Can she wear that? It's fine, she's not a frontline fighter anyway. Right, let's speak to the High Priestess, shall we?
I will do my best.
Thank you for your assistance, strangers.
Forgive me also if I reward your effort with questions. How do you come to be here? Our city is not usually found by outsiders, doubly so with the exile employing his magics to hide us. It is beyond fortuitous if you stumbled here unknowing. Yes, well, we've got questions. We want to know exactly what's going on here, mentioning Elhan. She'll soon comprehend that we are here, you know, to assist. Wanting to know the details. Elhan is like many of us and would prefer this incident solved without involving others. Forgive him his hesitation. He only wishes for the best outcome. I begin to feel it is a mistake to keep this amongst us exclusively. The consequences have been far-reaching and proven especially difficult to dispel. Yes, well, it can't be helped but be said that he was particularly annoying, demanding our help without providing information in return. Hopefully you will prove to be different. I am also concerned with the shame of our people over Irenicus and Bodhi. What good is our silence if the city is crushed because we would not seek help? You are not an elf? It must be difficult to fathom why we are so hesitant to speak of this. Hopefully you will come to understand. The exiles were not always as you know them now. They once had names that I would have been proud to speak, and were as worthy as any other of praise. Is that so? Well, we are yet to see their good sides. Certainly you are entitled to your misgivings. You would not be here if you were not driven by powerful emotions, and the exile is good at provoking a reaction. It provoked one from me, all right. I'll deliver it nice and personal on the edge of a blade. It's been a while since we've heard from Corgan. He has garnered the strongest of reaction from us, his own people, for he wronged us greater than any other. He is a criminal that knows no bounds. Yes, he was elven as we are, but no longer. Queen Elisime cast him out, for he had proven he was not elven at heart. Yeah, what did he do? She and he were well known in the elven court of Suldanesala. He at least was a great asset to our kind and kin. He was the greatest of our mages, as skilled as any of elven blood could be without divine assistance. He even had the favour of the queen. It was not enough, however. Ah, then this is the closest I've come to understanding the fool. A cause I can respect. Of the two, the sister was the insatiable one. She was not as regarded, but she held great influence over her brother, and pulled him into her madness. Yeah, go on. Together they sought more than was possible. They wished the power of the gods, and they were not concerned about the consequences. He, of the exiles, performed a dark ritual, and committed a grave offence against the greatest symbol of our longevity, the Tree of Life. He sought to merge his essence with the divine tree, draining it and stealing its energy. He failed, but there was a price to pay for the rest of us. He disrupted the elven connection to land and nature. There was a great shock that rang through Suldanesala, and many of our weaker citizens lay near death. That he would endanger so many for he and his sister's selfish goals was one thing, but to threaten the very nature of what makes us who we are was unfathomable. If it was me, Godan says, I would have killed him for such an insult. It fell to Elisime to judge the crime, and she was harsh. Having forsaken everything elven, they would be outcast, so they might learn how precious our ways are. Well, you did not kill him, that much is certain. What waste of time did you impose? Of spiritually high regard, Elisime petitioned the gods, and a divine curse was placed upon the exiles. All their connection to the elven spirit was severed. Elisime thought it a punishment worse than death, a life no longer than a human's, and their elven spirits banished from the paradise of all elven kind that are entitled to. The sister exposed herself to vampirism to try and counteract the divine curse, but gods are not routed so easily. The brother did not risk the same. A better man would have learned to appreciate what he had lost, perhaps learning humility and seek to make amends. He did not prove to be a better man. Yeah, no crap, Sherlock. Yeah, well, that's your own fault for being so foolish. As I said, should have had them killed. We had hoped this would turn out better. The exile has found a way to restore himself, has made pacts with our most despised enemies, and has resumed his original plot. Yes, and he restored himself by stealing my very soul. I have no way to accurately measure the cost of our decisions on you. Reparations will be made, if there is anyone left here to make them. I am still in shock that this has happened. So much of Suldanesala's defences were away, battling the drow and their incursion at the temple. We were left weak. One group of exiles helping another, both so full of their petty hatred and jealousy that they would stop at nothing to strike at our hearts. The exile brought to the city magical constructs and demons, and a black dragon, oh damn, which landed to the northwest. I have been trying to fight, but there are too many. Okay, I didn't recall a dragon being present here last time I played this. That could be problematic. We've taken down dragons twice. How do we take down the third one? Not a clue. Right, okay. Yeah, and where exactly is the queen in all of this? The exile has seeded the streets with his minions and has taken her to the palace. I have made an attempt to enter, but it is sealed tight. Whether you search for the Queen or seek the exile for reasons of your own, you will have to get into the palace and also deal with the monsters in the streets. And I believe there is a way to do both at the same time, though it will not be easy. No, we have seen to it that it will not be easy. Do we even have time for this? We're here to get Godan's soul back. Maybe if it wouldn't take too long. It's horrible to see this place suffer. I obviously do not have the strength myself to complete the task. I think perhaps you do. If I tell you what is to be done, will you do it? Yes, just get on with it. If it's what we must do, it's what we must do. The temple is dedicated to Rilifane Relathil. He can summon the spirit defenders of the forest to protect us and has the power to break the seal on the palace. But the Leaf Lord must be awakened, his avatar summoned in order for the spirits to come. The exiled creatures have desecrated the temple and stolen the artifacts I need. The artifacts are lost in the city, held by the exile's minions, perhaps even the black dragon in the northwest. There are 3. A talisman of Rilifane, which we have, a golden cup, and a moon blade. Go into the temple, which will most likely be guarded, and place the items on the statue in the centre. This will summon the avatar to our defence. Yeah, and are you certain about this? I believe so, stranger. I cannot be sure, but only Rilifane has the power. Go, please. The longer you wait, the more elves will suffer. Quickly. Oh, bloody hell. A wild goose chase begins. But it's the only way to... Well, it sounds like it's the best way to ensure that the gates are opened. But didn't like the sound of that. We need to kill another dragon?
Yes? Yes.
I don't personally like the sound of it, but I'm sure Godan and Nera, both being dragon slayers, of course, are probably sat there thinking, oh, well, what's the big deal? Dragons? Slain them before? Not a problem. Oh boy. Right, I think we're going to end this particular session here. So in the next one, the quest is on for a moon blade and a golden cup, so that we can place them in the temple, open the seal gates, and make our way toward Irenicus. However, it sounds to me that that's not going to be quite so simple, as we may need to face off against a black dragon.
What do you want, groundling?
On my
So,
honor.
to find out how Godan fares in his 3rd dragon fight of the series, join me next time. Until then,
As you ask.
see you soon. Oh, bloody hell. We're protected from evil, it's fine. Oh dear. Give me a bit of a fright, it did.